Hi Gemini, how's it going? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday for me, but whenever you come across this video is when you're supposed to receive the messages. I'm just going to clear the energy of the cards before I get started. I call upon the divine powers to help clear and protect these cards, for my intention is to use them for good only. I declare that only good shall come from their use, and that all negativity shall be turned away from them. Amen. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Sliced my thumb yesterday cutting up some vegetables. It's not a big deal. It looks like it, but it's not. Okay, so Gemini, let's see what Spirit has for you today. We'll do a 10-card Celtic cross spread. If any of the messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know. People can show up in your reading. Kings, queens, knights, and pages. They either represent you, someone in your life, or a situation. Always check your sun, moon, rising signs in case you have messages over there. And if this reading resonates and you'd like your own personal private reading, I'll leave my email underneath and you can send me an email and we can chat about that, okay? I think I'm going to start off with the Self-Love Oracle card. This is the Self-Love Oracle deck by Janet Chu, I believe. Okay, Spirit, could I please have one oracle message for Gemini to start off the reading here? One oracle message for Gemini. Okay, so first message out is co-create, number 35. Working with others creates new possibilities. Cooperative relationships lead to greater growth. Oh, okay, so there we go. Let's put that one right there. That's your first message out, Gemini. Okay, so let's go. Your Spirit, what is Gemini's first message today? 10 card Celtic cross spread. First card represents your current situation, Gemini. And your first message out is the Empress. And it came out reversed, so when a card comes out reversed, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. This is the Empress is represented by Venus in astrology. So this is a general reading. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, always, okay? Don't try to make it fit. So the Empress reverse, there's a few different meanings with this card. It's a creative block. Some of you may be experiencing some type of creative block. It's a card that talks about a lack of growth, negligence, overbearing, insecurity, a lack of progress, a lack of self-reliance. It's a card of dependence on others. It could also be smothering. But when the Empress comes out reversed, Spirit's saying it's time to nurture yourself. Maybe you've been spending too much time caring for others. Maybe for some of you, you've recently had a child whose demands have worn you out. Now you need to take time out for yourself, okay, instead of neglecting your own needs. This is a call for self-love, balance, and the awareness that you deserve the same care and attention that you give to others. Okay, time to fill up your own cup. This card can indicate that there's the possibility of too much nurturing and a danger of smothering something or someone. Second, another description of this card is you may be trying to rush a situation, a creation, or a project. So Spirit saying, just back off and just let nature take its course. Okay? Let it flow how it's supposed to flow. Cooperation, cooperative relationship leads to greater growth. So Spirit's like, don't try to rush it. Just let nature take its course. Be cooperative, okay? When this card comes out upright, the message is, I create what I choose naturally and with joy. But maybe you're not feeling like that because it came out reversed, okay? For some of you, you may feel like you're being overbearing, or someone is being overbearing with you, that there's a lack of progress in your situation, a lack of growth. So what else? Spirit is working with you with this situation though, since it came out reversed. Just know that, okay? Maybe some of you are overindulging in pleasure and material things. This card reverse could represent, and this isn't for all of you, okay? Obviously, sterility or miscarriage of ideas or children. It could be the end of a love affair, inharmonious influence, an unhappy woman, blocked creativity, material discomfort, sexual ties without love. It's a card that talks about the energy is pleasure-seeking nature. And it could also be an unwanted child or an abortion. So that, again, is specific. So if it doesn't resonate, just leave it for someone else. What's crossing Gemini, please, Spirit? What is Gemini's second message today with this Celtic cross? Please, Spirit. Gemini's second message is Justice, Major Arcana. Another Major Arcana came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. The Justice card is Libra energy, so you might be having an issue with a Libra, but it doesn't have to mean that. So this card can be about dishonesty, unaccountability, unfairness, injustice, a lack of accountability, avoiding accountability. It could be corruption, okay? So the Justice card suggests that you're experiencing less than good fortune because of your decisions in the past, or maybe you're in the process of making an unjust decision, or one that's based on emotion rather than logic. It could also point to a legal situation not in your favor. It could indicate delays in legal matters or unfairness in a situation. You or the person in power. If you're the person in power, Gemini, you may be unduly severe in meting out punishment. And if you're in the powerless position, you may be festering with resentment over being treated unfairly. Your equilibrium is out of whack, and you may swing from one extreme to another. The message here is to balance your own life and become less dependent upon outside influences. Okay, so now they're repeating the messages. I would make a note of that, okay? Because they mentioned that already in with the Empress card. Okay, so extreme. Balance your own life, Gemini, whatever that means to you, and become less dependent upon outside influences. Dependence on others. Remember, Spirit saying, try and get your independence back if you can. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just thinking about something. Give me a second. Less dependence on other people. Okay, follow your own path. I think that's everything. Yeah, there's something else. I might pull a clarifier card with this card just to get a little bit more. I'm feeling a little bit stuck here. When this card comes out upright, it says speak your truth in fairness to yourself. Okay, but because it came out reversed, maybe you're not speaking your truth in fairness to yourself. Okay, remember my favorite saying, to thine own self be true always. Okay, that's just my little dog in the background. If you can hear her, just ignore it. If you're making unreasonable demands, you may get less than you'd hope. Again, this card indicates complications in legal matters, injustice, imbalance, delays. Spirit saying major adjustments are needed to balance your life. For some of you, this card represents a divorce or separation, a dissolution of partnerships. So let's just keep going here. Spirit, what is Gemini's third message? Your third message represents the basis of your situation or foundation. Okay, and then you have here 10 of Wands. So 10s are completion, achievement, it's endings. So the 10 of Wands is represented by Sagittarius energy. So this card, again, has a whole bunch of different meanings. Let me give you all of them. This card represents burden, responsibility, duty, stress, struggles, hard work. Again, achievement and completion, the attainment of your goals. It's a card of satisfaction, experience gained, extra responsibility, burning out. Okay, so but this card is in a way a victory. You've achieved your goals is the message with this card, but it also indicates an ending. This phase of the project is over. You cannot continue on in this manner. There's just too much work. You need to scale back on your workload, downsize the project, delegate tasks, hire more staff, ask for help, okay? Do whatever you need to do to lighten your workload. For some of you, this card shows you taking up new responsibilities appropriate to the new cycle that's beginning now. These may seem burdensome, but you do have the strength and character to shoulder them. You feel you can do anything at this time, even an extremely difficult task. But remember, take care of yourself. Your labor may have gone for naught, or you may be carrying burdens that really don't belong to you. You feel weary as if the whole world is on your shoulders. But Spirit's saying it's up to you to decide whether to continue carrying the heavy responsibilities you have undertaken, or if other people are shirking their part and should help out. Sometimes one member of a family or organization gets all the dirty work for the simple reason that they are willing to do it. Make sure others are doing their fair share and ask for help if needed. Don't let pride stand in your way, Gemini. Okay. This card says love and care for yourself first. This goes back to the self-love message. Okay. This card talks about being overwhelmed, losing sight of a goal. Okay, this is the card of burdens. You may be at the point at which you feel it is impossible to reduce your workload or responsibilities. However, with so much upon you, you risk losing perspective as you become too absorbed in the detail. This card is about cluttered thinking and the need to simplify. So the message here, Gemini, is to prioritize. You may get more done if you commit to fewer people or projects. This may mean managing external demands at work, for example, and in relationships, not taking on others' problems as your own. Nurture and love, care for you first, yourself first, okay? Then your fourth card, Spirit, what is Gemini's fourth message, please? Your fourth message is, it represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you have the Four of Pentacles, kind of just popped out there, came out reversed. So the Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. So this card, it says protect yourself, okay? This is a card of self-protection. It's also a card of financial insecurity, overspending, spending, greediness, greed, possessiveness, generosity, giving, reckless spending. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles reversed, maybe this is how it was in the past. But Spirit's saying you're trying to make something happen prematurely, or you're holding on too tightly to your current circumstances. Maybe you're quarreling with someone over money, such as in a divorce proceeding. You need to loosen up and have more trust in the universe to provide solutions. Okay, so couple messages repeating there. Maybe you're giving away too freely, spending too much, or overindulging. And they've already talked about that, overindulging in with the Empress. So moderation in everything, don't forget. Okay, balance. Maybe that's why they're talking about the balance. So maybe you're overindulging in other ways. Maybe you're trying to take something that isn't yours, causing someone else to hold on to it very tightly. Okay. But yeah, no. Gemini, have more faith and trust in the universe, okay? The Four of Pentacles could represent a spendthrift or a miser. And then your fifth card represents your immediate future, what's likely to happen next in your life, coming up very soon. Spirit, could I please have Gemini's fifth message? What's coming up in Gemini's life very soon? What do they need to know very, very soon? Okay. Your fifth message, Gemini, is Nine of Swords, and it came out reversed. Okay, so extra protection. The Nine of Swords is you showing up in your reading, Gemini. So this has a bunch of different meanings. For some of you, it's a card of recovery. It's a card of hope. Spirit saying just make sure you have hope. Okay, don't give up. You're feeling, you're reaching out. You're learning to cope. You're finding help. Okay, you're releasing worry. You have deep-seated fears. You have inner turmoil. This is mental health issues. You're feeling guilt and shame. Again, it's a card of secrets. So this card shows intense mental anguish. It's time to examine belief systems that no longer apply to your life and that are standing in the way of your progress. Spirit saying you're suffering because you refuse to face the cause of your problems. Honesty is called for if you are to resolve this situation. This card could also indicate full-blown insomnia or the use and perhaps abuse of sleep-inducing drugs. So remember, again, they talked about the overindulgences, so moderation and everything. Be careful with that, okay? The Nine of Swords reverse could also represent a lessening of a situation. Maybe you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you have hope now. Okay, you've decided to reach out. You're learning to cope. You're facing life. You're finding help. This is awesome. Okay, awesome. Then the outcome that you desire most in your situation, what you want to see happen. Your sixth card. Spirit, what is Gemini's sixth message, please? What is Gemini's sixth message, please? Okay, so now you have the King of Pentacles. So this is either you, someone in your life, or a situation. It came out reversed. It can be male or female in a general reading. This is the outcome that you desire. This is Taurus energy. So it's talking about greed again. So Gemini, just check in with that, okay? It's talking about overindulging again, indulgence. So they're repeating that message. It's talking about materialistic again. So I would make a note of that. It's talking about being possessive over something or someone again. It's also talking about poor financial decisions, sensuality, wasteful, chauvinistic, a gambler, someone who is stubborn, exploitative, financially inept, someone who is obsessed with wealth and status. Some people consider this king reversed to be a negative symbol representing danger or an unwise business move. Others view this card as a warning to be aware of all the small print in any contracts being negotiated. This king can also indicate unfair competition, shady business practices, or an untrustworthy man. Okay? This king can be stingy to the point of cheating someone. He can be erratic, demanding, and callous. He may resist change and make it difficult for those around him to try new things. The overall message with the King of Pentacles is, I am sure of my place in the world. You might not be feeling like that since it came out reversed. Okay, so then your self-image card, how you see yourself. Spirit, what is Gemini's seventh message, please? Their self-image message, how do they see themselves? Okay, so your seventh card is the Hermit, and it came out reversed. A lot of protection in your reading today. So this is good. A lot of protective energy here. This is Virgo energy. So how you see yourself. Take what resonates. This card talks about loneliness, isolation, feeling like you've lost your way, a recluse, rejection. It's a card of withdrawal again. Maybe you withdrew. This card warns of withdrawing too much or for too long or for the wrong reasons. Spending time alone in order to avoid people, putting off making decisions, or procrastinating is not going to serve you well in this case, Spirit's saying. And the same with the opposite. If keeping busy can be a form of denial too. You might have been putting off giving yourself the solitude that you need to sort out your life and the issues that you are confronting. It's time or long past time for you to engage in self-reflection. Okay? So they talked about self-protection, self-love. Now, self-reflection. Okay? Self-awareness. Revisit your aims and goals, associations, relationships, career, and life path. You may want to withdraw to think things through. Stop avoiding it, Spirit is saying. Okay? It's important to take time out to, I think it's important to take time, definitely, every day to check in with yourself, to do some meditation. I think it's absolutely necessary. But I think we're naturally social. You know, we need people in our lives. We need the energy. So if this resonates with you, reach out, okay? This card could also be talking about enforced loneliness, immaturity, superficiality, a life full of empty chatter. Spirit saying, do not reject advice given to you, Gemini. Don't be pig-headedness. Don't be pig-headed. Don't refuse to listen. This is a card that talks about a wasting of time. Reconnect with friends. Examine your life and preoccupations. Okay. And then your 8th card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. Spirit, can you please give me Gemini's 8th message today for their Celtic cross spread? What is Gemini's 8th message today? So you have the 5 of Swords, and it came out reversed again. Okay, so the 5 of Swords is represented by Aquarius. So this has, again, a few different meanings. It's a card of resentment. You may have a desire to reconcile or a desire to forgive. This card represents reconciliation, resolution, compromise, revenge, regret, remorse, cutting losses. Maybe you're making amends. It's a card of past resentments. Your losses have hit you hard and now you're in a state of great unhappiness. You feel hurt and betrayed, angry and discouraged, but only you can pull yourself out of your misery. You may feel confused about why the crisis occurred, but deep down you know the reasons, you just don't want to face them. So the repeating that message there, I would make a note of that for sure, okay? Avoiding accountability, remember they talked about that. Lack of accountability. This card is telling you that strained times are ending soon. So know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, Okay, if you've been experiencing strained times, Spirit's saying they are ending soon. This card could suggest an empty victory that was not worth the energy or consequences. Spirit, could I please have Gemini's 9th card? What is their hopes and fears? Hopes and fears for Gemini, please, Spirit. What is their 9th message? Oh, you got the Queen of Cups, and it came out reversed. So this is your hopes and fears. It can represent you, someone in your life, or a situation. It can represent a man, male or female. This is Cancer energy. So the Queen of Cups reversed gives too much. Okay, so now they're going to repeat their messages here. They're talking about self-love. You really have to love yourself at this time, Gemini, okay? This is a card of self-care when it comes out reversed. You are giving too much. This is a card of martyrdom, being a martyr, feeling insecure, being dependent. It's a card of dependence, which they've already talked about a few times now. Being overly sensitive, needy, fragile. Spirit saying check in with your inner feelings, okay? This is a card of codependency again. It can indicate that a love relationship has gone sour, or maybe if this is you, Gemini, or someone you're dealing with, they're having trouble expressing emotion. Again, this card is talking about someone who's dishonest, a dishonest advisor, so I would definitely make a note of that. Be careful whom you trust with your secrets and your emotional life. Definitely make a note of that because they talked about secrets. If this card represents you, it can mean that you're playing with possible dangerous psychic or emotional matters that you don't understand. This Queen can represent someone who can be controlled by their emotions and become obsessive or manipulative, and she may play the victim a little too easily. And then your 10th card represents your future, if all is to remain as is. Spirit, can you please give me Gemini's 10th message? What do they need to know for their future? Your future message is, oh, nice. You got the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. The Ace of Cups. Aces represent beginnings. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this card, I'll give you all the messages. It's a card of intuition. It's telling you to trust your intuition. A new relationship may be coming into your life. It's a card of love, compassion, creativity, relationship, joy, content, abode, abundance, happiness, fertility, emotional expression. You might be able to express yourself better in the not so distant future, like 3 to 6 months usually. This card represents the gift of love. It could be a new romantic interest, a creative desire, or a spiritual awakening. Maybe some of you will experience an emotional awakening. At this time, your life is filled with possibilities and abundant, joyful emotions. All you need to do is embrace the moment and use the energy for the start of something wonderful. Okay? This ace represents a gift of love, either personal or spiritual. It indicates a new beginning, a new love, or a one-on-one relationship of any kind. Previously unfelt emotions come into play now, perhaps as seeing a relationship in a new way. For some of you, you're having a baby. This card represents the birth of a child or an idea. So they're repeating that message. This is a fertile time for emotional or creative growth. That's what they talked over here in your oracle message. This ace symbolizes the consummation of something that you hoped for. You are getting a gift of love from the universe, okay? And this is something that you hoped for. Welcome new love. Trust what it brings, okay? It could be a project that brings an outpouring of love and emotion. This is an intense time as your heart overflows, and you may feel overwhelmed at times as you enter into a deep bond or respond intensively to whatever you fall in love with, whether it's a partner, a child, or a new creative project. The common meaning of this card is pregnancy and fertility. Okay? Future parents. That's what this card says. Someone's going to find out they're pregnant, I think. If that resonates with you, let me know. I would love to hear. So the oracle message number 35, Spirit saying, you may be standing at the threshold of a new relationship or partnership and wondering whether or not to dive in. Let go of your expectations of others and focus instead on what you can learn and bring to the collaboration. Get serious about the benefits as well as the drawbacks of this partnership and ask your potential partners to do the same. This clarity and honesty from you needs to be matched by all to be fair. All relationships have the potential to bring out the best from the individuals involved when built on a solid foundation. Be willing to take a good look at the balance between effort and ease, contribution and sacrifice, skill set and learning curve. Personalities and philosophies also play a role, especially when it comes to managing expectations. Set realistic goals, be kind, listen, be the ideal partner you'd like to have in every collaboration. When doing things alone, we learn about our own abilities. When working with others, our abilities expand and include the interactions, experience, and creative ideas of those with whom we work. Wouldn't you like to make the road ahead easier whenever possible? And wouldn't it be nice to make a friend or two along the way? Co-creation is a rewarding experience if we make it so. Use this opportunity to expand upon your efforts and personal growth. Why go at it alone when so much help is at hand? Okay, so there you go. Thank you for allowing me to channel these messages today for you from Spirit. I'm really grateful. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, Gemini, and I'll see you next time, okay? Sending you a big hug. Take good care. Bye.